Alright guys, this is part 2 of which griddle is right for you kind of series. I don't know the title of it yet, so we're just going to flow with that for now. We're going to talk about the design of the griddle tops. You can see how this is an open design. I'm not a huge fan of this because if you get real strong winds, your flame's going to go a little bit crazy. You're going to be wasting more propane to heat this up. I've had issues with it trying to season it, and when it was really windy, all you heard was that flame. You know, that noise that it makes. This overall has the best design because it's completely sealed up, but it's hard to see, but you got holes or notches cut in it. Like, let's see. There, you can kind of see. So you have less of an issue with the wind blowing your flame around. And obviously it's the same way designed on the Camp Chef Pro 90 series. Let's see, next topic. We are talking about build quality. Overall, the build quality on the Camp Chef griddles I think are the best. This one's built like a freaking tank. I can throw this off the back of my truck and not have to worry about it. Obviously it's going to sustain some damage, but it's still going to function properly. This one, probably not so much. It's not built as great, but it's still really good quality. The finish is great. Everything about it is great. The knobs are really nice and thick and high end. I love the look of it. It kind of reminds me of those Wolf stoves that you see, those real expensive ones. They put a lot of quality materials in it. I did read a review where somebody complained that I saw one in person, it was wobbly. Well, you see it wobble right now. Well, the reason this is wobbling is because it's not level. It's on an unlevel surface. It shouldn't be wobbly. If it's wobbly, you have an issue, and more likely it's user error. And the reason I say that is because you're the one who puts this together. So if you have a wobble, either you need to tighten up your screws or take a look at why it's wobbling, because it shouldn't wobble. You got two shelves, bottom shelves in place, and you got a back brace. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. You got a back brace here for stability as well, so it's not an issue. The finish is awesome. The finish on the Blue Rhino I'm not too impressed with. At $400 or whatever it is as of today, the finish needs some work. You got some really cheap knobs. I do like the fact that there's grips on this knob. I don't like it because it attracts the oil and it's a pain to clean. You would think that they would have spent a little more money since this is exposed when you're transporting it. The finish isn't great. The paint on it needs some work. Even though I'm not happy with the knobs or the paint, I still recommend this griddle. I'll show you at the very end some issues that need to be addressed with it. Just something I'm concerned about towards the end of this series. All of these have matchless ignitions. Even the Pro series. I know some of the older ones they don't, but you can hear it as well. Each one of these, which I love. I'm not a huge fan of that push start on just one that you see some of the other competitors do. You can level the two Camp Chefs. You can't level the Blue Rhino, and I wish they would have incorporated some sort of leveling system, because if you're tailgating or you're camping or anything, you're not going to be on even ground. So you're going to have to prop the legs up or do something. It's more of a pain, and when it's not level, you're either going to have grease issue on that corner, this corner. You know, it's a mess when you're forced to level it. So I wish they would have done something about the leveling issue. Wheels. This has no wheels. It doesn't need it. You're not going to be moving it around. This is more of a campsite kind of thing, or it doesn't move. This one, I like that it has 4 wheels. It has 2 casters and they lock. It makes it easy to move, but at the same time, when you have 4 casters like that, you're not able to level it. Camp Chef has 2 wheels, but you're able to level not only the griddle top, but the grill base. So this, in my opinion, is a smart design. Yes, it would have been nice for the 4 wheels, but I rather have functionality of being able to level it than mobility, because I don't move it very often. Well, I do, but most people won't, because I'm taking it in and out of my garage. Let's see the shelves. You got 2 shelves here. Just be aware if you have some taller items. I would put the taller ones down here because I had some really tall spray oils and the cap melted on here. Out of the 2 years, it's only happened twice, so you get some residual heat from coming down below or whatever. So just be aware. I would put your taller items down below and then put any of your griddle accessories down here. I do like the fact that they did give you 2 shelves, so you don't have just one and then a whole bunch of big empty space. This one has 1 shelf, and it's a great shelf, but you have to have this shelf into place. If you don't have this shelf, then you won't be able to use it. That's what keeps these legs open, is this shelf. So if you damage it, if you lose it, if something happens, this grill is useless unless you come up with some sort of way to maybe drill a hole and put some pins here or something. But there's no way to use this unless you engineer something or come up with a jimmy rig to replace this shelf. Obviously you don't have a shelf on here. There's no need because they're, like I said, it's a different category of people. Let's see, I'm looking over my list. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this video done. Okay, the propane location, it doesn't make a difference. You just got a little hook here and a little like bar that it sets on. They're both on the right side. Same with this one is kind of a neat design what they did there to incorporate it kind of swings in and out. I know it's hard to see, sorry guys. There, same with the bottom one, it folds in and out for transport. Here you don't have a propane holder, it sits on the ground. I don't have a problem with it. It works for me. Alright guys, next thing we're going to talk about is covers. Camp Chef makes a cover for the flat top grill. I have mixed feelings about the cover. I like how it's tight. It's not going to blow in the wind. I don't like how it's too tight because once you put the propane holder or the propane tank on there, it becomes a nightmare to move. Sometimes the shelves kind of fall off because when they're folded in and you lift them up too much, just the way they designed, it kind of falls off. I wish they would have gave you a little more fabric around the tank and some sort of like Velcro or bungee so you can strap it in once you have the cover on, and then remove the strap and it gives you a little more fabric, you know, kind of that design. So hopefully they do something new with that on that. Blue Rhino doesn't make a cover for theirs. I wish they did. Most people are like, well, you don't need a cover because you got the shelves acting like a cover. Well, it doesn't completely seal it off. You can see like gaps and underneath. So you're still going to get a ton of stuff in here if you leave it out in the elements. You can buy a generic cover, but you're not going to find one that fits right just because of the way it's designed. The Camp Chef Pro 90X, they actually, with this new improvement, they actually have a cover. Now you're able to put a cover on without having to take off any of your accessories, because the previous models, you had to take the griddles off, fold this out, and then put the cover. Well, these handles drop down. Now you're able to get a cover on here without having to take off your accessories. This is one of the biggest improvements I think they did. But there is a catch. Let me see if I can find the cover. Sorry guys, I thought I had it nearby, but I guess not. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm going off a little full trip. Here it is. You would think that it says Pro 90 Deluxe Patio Cover. This is the one I bought. This is the wrong one. This will not fit. It is way too big. I'll put a link down below of the correct cover if you're interested. I have it on order. It just sucks because I'm out the money because I bought this one thinking it was fitting, but it was my fault because I should have checked Camp Chef on all their products. If you scroll down, it'll tell you what products go to what, and when I looked on here, it didn't mention anything about the Pro 90X, but I did find the right one finally, and it's hopefully it's on its way. So just a forewarning, if somebody could use that cover and they want to cover shipping, send me a message. You know, I have no use for it, guys. You know, it's just gonna sit on the shelf. So let's see, next topic is accessories. Camp Chef does make an accessory set. I guess it's a minor accessory, but I think it's a really nice accessory that they make. Sorry guys, I keep saying sorry, just unorganized. And it's their stove set. I don't know. I'll put the link down below. But this is to hold any of your utensils when you're out here cooking. It just gives you a little more space, which is nice. It's you just hang it there. And then this is what I really like is the paper towel holder. It's not the best design, just because when it gets in the wind, this starts rolling around. So you kind of have to put something there or figure something to stop it from the wind taking it. It's still better than just having it sitting on here. And this does, even if you decide to go with the Blue Rhino, you can get this set too. And this is actually in a better spot if you ask me. So when you fold it out, it's like perfect distance, because anytime you're cooking on a griddle, you need to have some paper towels nearby. So, all right guys, well that's the end of part 2. The next part we're going to be talking about is transporting weight of the griddles and the warranty and customer service. So look out for, I think, part 3 or 4. I think it's part 3, and I'll leave the link down below. Have a good one.